Hey, crafty friends. Today I am presenting a design team project for ASC Supplies on Etsy. And I got these awesome molds. These are Stamperia molds. And for instance, we've got this one. Both of these are the same. They're just turned different ways. So in this one, I used resin. And I'm going to show you the difference. This one is the casting powder from Stamperia. Okay, and both of those turn out really lovely. This one looks more matte and clay-like, and this one is more shiny, and it's solid. You can't break it, whereas you could break this one. So I got not only the molds, and let me show you. I've got, let's see, show you the one with this one's got all the teacups and the teapots. This one is a birdhouse, and this is the Stamperia casting powder, and then this is resin. And you can use either one. I will tell you, the Stamperia casting powder, you mix it with water and it pops out much better out of the molds than the resin does. That one kind of gave me a hard time. But as you can see, they pop out. They just are a little bit more difficult than using the powder that you get from Stamperia. So here are some others that I did with the Stamperia powder. And you can see they look like clay. And they're formed very nicely, very detailed. And I want to show you what I did with mine. So, I've really been enjoying doing molds lately. The funny thing is I had destashed a whole bunch of molds and then got back into it. The thing I love too is being able to just have, doing up a whole bunch of them. I have 4 drawers of them. I just spent one morning making a whole bunch of them, and now they're ready to go to use when I'm ready to do that. All right. And I'm not using my typical background today because I just completed these books and they're a little bit, I don't know what you want to call them, tacky. Like the product on it is still tacky. So what I did was I altered some books, and I just got these books at the dollar store. They're just random books. And I chalk painted them. Then I stenciled with modeling paste. So you can see the stencil here. And you can see the stencil of the words through there. Now this is one of the molds from Stamperia. Let me show you. So here it is here. And there it is on the book. Isn't that gorgeous? Very beautiful. This is actually a wood word. And this is from Saw Crafters. I've had it for a long time. They're not in business anymore, so no way to get it. But I think it altered up this beautiful book and just made it gorgeous. I might add a little something to it. I don't know, but I wanted you to see how pretty that would be just laying on a table. And I didn't mind that it was all gloppy and messy. To me, that added to the shabby old look of it. So I love that one. Then I did this one, and in this one I used, this is a chipboard piece, just something I had in my stash. I can't recall where I got that from. But this is the Stamperia mold that I used. And, well, this isn't the mold. This is what came out of the mold. And I used the word grow because that was perfect for this little watering can with flowers. And I stenciled some brick pattern here so it would look like it was the side of a building. And then up here, I have ivy vines. It's hard to tell now, but those are ivy vines. I did stenciling on the side, and then there's the back. Just looks old and distressed and weathered. And that is my second book. All right, I have one more. I think it might be your favorite. Here it is. And this is from one of the Stamperia molds, and it's 3 stacked teacups. So pretty. Now this is from Saw Crafters again. This is a chipboard frame. I did do some stenciling here on the sides, and I just love that vintage aged pink mauve, and I just think it looks lovely and old and would look beautiful sitting on a shelf, possibly on a, one of those little stands that holds a plate. I just think it's beautiful. Another thing too, what some people do is they'll create a book to go underneath it that has nothing but the distressed paint and wax. This is a dark wax that I used on all 3 of these. I used a white wax and a dark wax on these. But yeah, I think they turned out beautiful. So anyway, they would put the other book underneath and just stack this like this, and it would just, I just don't have enough books to do that right now. But anyway, I hope you like what I did, and I hope you go over to ASC Supplies and get you some Stamperia goodness. That company is relatively new, and they are knocking it out of the park, I will tell you. If you're interested in any of these books, I do sell them for $20 each, plus whatever your shipping is to you where you live. So if you're interested, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to sell them at vintage markets. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye.